Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress Classic in this case. I am going to continue playing Sazirnanir, which got off to a very dramatic start and I thought was probably going to end shortly after episode 1. Now, I kept playing, and in hindsight, I wish I had been recording, although it took several hours. There was one dwarf that survived the onslaught of the demons and things. That is Sarvesh here, and she is the expedition leader. She was sort of the jack of all trades. She's got some pretty mixed emotions, and bored and lonely. And she was doing everything. Now, unfortunately, I locked Sarvesh, just trying to get away from the demons, but there were no tools in the fortress where she was confined. So in order to dig, you need a pickaxe. In order to cut down trees, you need an axe. And those are two fundamental things. Not that there were very many trees to cut down, but there were 3 inside the fortress. There's some growing now. I'm not sure how many are likely to survive. They are just saplings at this point. So after 2 or 3 years of game time, the demons left, and I just opened up the map, and Sarvesh was able to run around and collect the bodies of the fallen dwarves, which you can actually see in the graveyard there now, most of them. One of them's underneath a tooth or something. Grasshopper and hamster remains, and Ryzen Tikutatsul's mangled something. Partial skeleton. I haven't put together any coffins. Why can I not? There we go. And then some migrants came, and now, as you saw there, I have 15 citizens, so 14 migrants came. I had built a little temple for Sarvesh. The deity that she worships is Likot Tinakwa, the maroon. So I built a little temple for Likot, and it's not too fancy. Let's just have a look there. So can you see the mouse cursor? You can. Okay, so here, this is a temple. There's a outpost liaison. Now, I didn't have anything to trade, and by the time I scraped anything together, I also didn't have a trade depot built, because I wasn't really expecting any traders to arrive. So I built a depot, and they were there, but I didn't have anything to trade. So by the time I got my poop in a group, they packed up and left. So that is the little temple. This room right next to it is a very small dining room, which I had built for Sarvesh specifically to give her somewhere to eat. And then this is her quarters, which also is pretty nice. And then with the new migrants, I put together, 12, I guess? Hopefully some of them are, a couple of them are kids, for starters. So hopefully that's enough rooms for everybody. Oh, did I actually designate all of those as bedrooms? Yes, I did. Okay. So I was going to start setting up some workshops, and this is the area where, while Sarvesh was unable to dig, this was the only space I had actually dug out below ground, was just right here, specifically this staircase and these 6 little areas that were intended for farm plots originally. The demons had destroyed all the workshops and everything. So I have, a kitchen and a still and a masonry shop and a craft dwarf shop right here and a mechanics shop. Interestingly, without tools, Sarvesh was able to build, carve slabs out of stone and engrave them for the dead dwarves, which is lucky. All of them rose as ghosts or spirits at one point, except for one, which is still hasn't happened, and I haven't built any tombs or anything either, so could still rise. Sarvesh was in fact quite disturbed by some of those spirits. What else? Oh, what are these? What is that? Well, that's weird. Or am I on the wrong? Oh, there we go. It's a bolt. Underwater. Interesting. I'm not sure. That must have come from dwarves hunting or possibly demons. So I'm going to let the clock run here. And sadly for me, I got this area here built out and fenced in, walled in, and managed to pasture the remaining creatures. Some came with the migrants. Now, if you look here, there are the demons and more things have come back. So we now have all of the undead goblins had left, as well as the demons. I'm not familiar with whether these are in fact the same demons or not. There's the outpost liaison who's stuck with us now. And these are new. These are called Folly of Kulet. So let's have a look at those guys. And can I look at their inventories? Oh, no. Oh, they have frozen extract. Well, that's interesting. General, no. So I guess here's the description. They are large, feathered, armless bipeds. It has 2 long straight horns. Its black feathers are patchy. This night creature was first created accidentally by the dwarven necromancer Kulet Oracleroom of Clear Basement after horrible experiments gone wrong on goblins and malign seals in the year 168, which was 82, 85 years ago, something like that. Its mouth is rotten, its brain is rotten, its guts is rotten, it's rotten in general. So that's bad. Apparently they breathe frozen extract, or they have frozen extract. The demons themselves are, well, there's a goblin. Oh, that's a goblin spearman corpse. Why? What am I looking at here? Where is it? Oh, no, where is it? I don't see the goblins. Oh, there, right there. Okay, so that's an undead. And then these guys here are the demons. So let's look at Ranzar here. A large one-eyed humanoid, 2 long spiral horns, its black skin is leathery. This night creature was first created by the dwarven necromancer, Kulet Oracleroom of Clear Basement after horrible experiments on the goblin Mato famine evils in malign seals in 168. She's incredibly skinny. And those guys breathe something, or exude something, which is bad news. And so, as a result of that, the dwarves are now confined. Oh, right. And just as I was finishing, this guy showed up. Right here. This guy here, who is a prophet, a traveler. Oh, she's a dwarf. Oh, her middle spine is bruised, her upper body is bruised. She's bruised, bruised. She has a very high-pitched voice. Her teeth are crowded, etc. She is just slaughtering these the follies. And what has she got for weapons? Anything? Nothing. Wow. I'm not sure how she's murdering these follies. Let's have a look at the combat reports here. The Folly of Kulet attacks the prophet, but she jumps away. The prophet punches the folly in the left upper leg, bruising the muscle. So here we have the end of that fight. The prophet punches in the head, bruising the muscle, bruising the brain. The folly has been stunned. Okay, I thought they were dead, maybe. Let's let the car... No, they're definitely dead. Yeah, Maffol's corpse. So that's interesting to me. I'll be a little surprised if this prophet can successfully take on those demons. But... yeah, I don't know. I can't tell much about her at this point, other than some injury data. So we'll see. Like, I can't really let her into the fort. Well, maybe I could. Well, maybe I could. Geez, the folly and the demons are awfully close. Looks like they possibly just murdered another cat. Did they? No. No, it's an old cat corpse. So I don't think there's too many animals running around. Oh, hang on, no, there's some boars. Wild boars. And that's it. So I can't really... There's not lots I can do here other than underground. Which, now that I have a bunch of settlers, I can do. I was actually going to start... There's our little minimal aquifer that we powered through. My first thing was setting up some quarters. Oh, and everyone was complaining about lack of mugs as well, so I sorted that out. Now, I think it's time to maybe move some workshops. So... oh, wait a minute. No, that's not right. That's not what I want. That's too many. I don't know how to get rid of those digging priority numbers. I kind of wish I did, actually. Minus and plus. Zero? Okay, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. And then I'll do my standard sort of workshop size opening. Then we'll need some storage. So I guess I'll just keep it modest for now. And I'll make all of this the same digging priority. If I remember right, I have now, of course, Sarvesh. Oh, she's making a mug, and then the other miner, Asob, is busy worshipping, so we'll see what happens here. Someone will do some digging at some point. And I was wondering about maybe making a stone stockpile. I'm not sure what would be the smartest thing to work on first. I could leave those workshops here alone for now. I don't have as many seeds and things as I would like. I do have a little bit of space up top here to gather herbs and things and chop down any trees that might grow. Are there any plants to be harvested? Maybe a couple. One. Okay, well. The ponds that are here are essentially dried out. Oh, except for this one, I don't think is. No, it's full of water for some reason. Not sure why that one didn't dry out. And I could also punch into the stream there. The river. With caution. I could do that. For water. There goes Sarvesh. Looks like she's going to do some digging. Yeah. She's actually coming along as a miner. She's now an adept miner. The other person, the other dwarf, is not so adept. Oh, competent now. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that I should be doing. I should get a farmer's workshop going. Apparently plant harvesting is a thing. Oh, I did plant a couple of crops above ground here, so that's... oh, I was gonna grow... Hang on a sec. What do I have here? Lettuces, rice. Oh, cassavas and fisher berries. Cassavas, fisher berries, and ratweed. I didn't have all of those things fairly recently, so let's go with cassavas, actually. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rotate the crops in here. So I'm going to make, in summer, we'll go with the fisher berries. And in fall, we'll go with the ratweed. Oops. Now then, how does one preserve seeds of crops? Is it by brewing them? Seems to me that's by brewing them. Yeah, Zed, kitchen, cassavas, cook and brew, fisher berries, lettuce leaves, lettuces, Okay, you can only cook lettuces. Lettuce, and same with lettuce. Pigtails. Oh, you can brew pigtails? Interesting. Rice plants, you can only brew those. You can only brew rice? Weird. And rope reeds, you can brew those too. Interesting. Taro, yams. So I'm not sure about the seeds for those things. We do have some alcohol. I don't know that I'm brewing anything, so maybe I'll set up some brewing jobs. And we're not cooking anything, so let's add some cooking jobs. No, that's not the... Oh, no, wait a minute. There is cooking going on. Oh, and there's mugs now, too. Okay, so hopefully that'll make them a little happier. Got my big old refuse pile there. So if the previous activity is any indication, after 2 or 3 years, these demons and folly and the undead will go away. It would be nice to work on building up some military, but I don't have too many. I wonder if I should try to let that profit in or not. These things tend to chase around animals, basically. I think there's a cat or 2 running around outside the fortress, as well as the boars, which you can see there. Lots of wood laying around, which I can't get to anymore. I did get some inside, just not tons, during the intermission between waves of demons. So, what are you doing there? Oh, you are coming to dig. Okay. I can, now that there's a bunch of other dwarves, I can probably restrict Sarvesh to maybe just being a miner. She was sort of everything. Intermittently, I would turn on and off her task list as things needed to be doing. Why is she... Oh, she's harvesting plants. So why can other people not do that? Farming field. Oh, you're a brewer. Well, you can do some farming too. Farmer. Oh, the farmer's the cook as well. Traders, worshipping. The peasants can certainly do some of that. I think I'll turn that off, those things off on Sarvesh here. Butchery, tanning, farming, brewing, plant gathering, cooking, all of those things. What else is she doing that... Okay, woodworking, stoneworking, crafts. I guess I'll leave all of those things alone for now. And then hopefully she'll get into a better state of mind now that there's other dwarves around. Oh, I should also be building some tombs. What are you doing now? Harvesting plants? Really? I thought I told you not to do that anymore. She spent several years being sort of the everything to the fortress since she was the only resident. In hindsight, it's too bad I didn't record some of that. It's fairly epic that I was able to manage her to do those things, and then also to survive that time. Oh, I snuck her out, actually. That's something I don't know that I talked about. There were tools. There was a pickaxe and an axe associated with the former woodcutter and miner. that passed away violently, but they were out in the world. So what I actually did is I designated a path, a burrow. I extended the burrow. I'll show you. I'll show you how I did it. These blue plus signs are the burrow. So if I define it, I can add to it like this. And then, so what I did is I made like a pathway like this, and then including diagonals to wherever the tools were. One of them was right over here actually, so that wasn't too far in this little pile of goods. And so then when I opened the door and gave them a job, in the case mining, they made a beeline for that pickaxe, or cutting down a tree, she made a beeline for the axe. And that is how I got tools to her, and then basically it became a race for her to get back into the fortress before the demons came back. Or came, the undead or the demons. Did that... The prophet got killed? Yes, by the goblins. That is perhaps not too surprising. The prophet bites the goblin spearman corpse in the lower right back teeth. What? She bit the corpse in the lower right back teeth, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. However, the goblin spearman stabbed her in the arm with his steel spear, fracturing the bone. Sensory nerve has been severed, a ligament has been torn, the force bends the right shoulder, the prophet vomits, and then presumably she died shortly thereafter. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I could have saved her or not. Possibly. But I mean, look here, there's the Follies just murdered a boar. So I guess, okay, so let me move a workshop. Maybe I'll move the mason's shop. Let me put a stone stockpile. Pile stone in the front here. Actually, let me do the whole space. And then I'll remove just enough for the workshop. And then I'm going to build the workshop mason right there out of rock salt. And that will be a good thing. Oh, wait, I should set that for stone only. Settings. Stone, metal, forbid. Economic, forbid. So everything, and no, not clay either. So just the other stones. So hopefully... it's only rock salt that... Oh, there's a couple of hematites got there. That's okay. Those jobs presumably were in process before I set it for stone only. I'll start smelting. Well, that's a tough one. I don't have enough wood. At some point I'll start smelting for iron. Oh, the masonry workshop's already built. So let me tear down this one. I suppose the next thing up would be a crafts, dwarf, and mechanic. So let's dig out some spaces for that. And then so is that other miner still frickin' worshipping? Aesop, you're really kind of useless here. Blissful, restless, unable to practice a craft. Well, you could stop worshipping. She's married to Ast Copperboulder and has one child. She is the daughter, blah, blah, blah. Does she worship anybody? She's an ardent worshipper of Nifid, the Tree of Esteeming, and a dubious worshipper of Bistcash. Okay, well, just got the one temple. I don't know why she's not digging. It's annoying. Oh, really? Did we? Oh, I guess all the stone was brought to that stockpile already. It's full now. Huh, interesting. Okay, so there's not much stone available, really. I mean, enough for a while, but not bucket loads. It's okay, we can fix that by digging things out. Oh, I'll have to dig out those hematite walls at some point and then fill them in again with construction. I feel like hematite might be the key resource here. Really? No more stone? Oh, one more. So what are you doing now? Harvest plants. Did I not? I could have sworn I took that away from her. Food hauling. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Actually, that's probably the one, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so once I take that away from Sarvesh, she should stop going after plants. Store item in barrel. What are you storing, Sarvesh? Food. Harvest plants. Oh my goodness, that is not what I want you to be doing. But anyway, if my other miner would actually dig something, that wouldn't be a terrible thing. Maybe I should start playing some ambient music. I did buy a bunch of soundtracky things over the years. I could just play the Dwarf Fortress guitar stuff, but I'm kind of done with it, actually. I mean, it's okay, but I've heard it for many, many years. So that little dining room is seeing some use, which is great. Maybe that's enough for such a small population. They don't normally take that long to eat a meal. So I'll move the craft dwarf's workshop and probably, I guess, the mechanic. That'll be the first set of things. Then I will I mean, since we're all sealed up indoors, there's no real pressing anything, but it would be nice to make some progress. I'll need a hospital at some point. All the workshops. Oh, she's going to eat. Yep. All right. Well, that's okay. Have a meal in the dining room. That should make her a little bit happier. Should have looked and saw what she was eating. Now she's going to drink something, hopefully using a cup, because she was one of the ones that had not great thoughts about having to drink without a cup. Annoyances or irritation, something like that. So what else uses stone? Anything? Crafts, masonry, mechanics. That might be it, actually. So we'll put all the stone-centric... oh, well, yeah, definitely don't finish digging out that bottom section. That would allow me to designate it as I saw fit. That would be terrible. Coming up in half an hour, which is roughly where I want to end these things. That first one got exciting and ended up being closer to an hour. So maybe I'll wait till Sarvesh finishes digging out these things, and maybe that other miner gets off her ass and does some digging. And then I'll designate these stockpiles, and okay, I should actually set up some more diggery. Actually, maybe I'll just set up 3 more right now. No, 2 more. And we're going to make this a stone stockpile from here to here. And then we're going to set the same restrictions on it as the other one. And actually I'm going to do the same thing a 3rd time. Oh wait, let me clear out a space for the workshop right there, and then pile stone something right here. Stone, whoops, stone, not metal, not economic, not clay. Oh, I could maybe get a clay. Oh no, you need something to fire the clay with, I think. Oh, actually, I should find out. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can just build with clay. I'm not sure. Oh, I can also gonna clear out that little spot for a workshop here as well. And then this one's gonna be build, workshop, crafts, and mechanics. So I'll be able to take down the crafts dwarf one up on the 2nd level there, and also the mechanics once someone builds it. Sarvesh can do that. Apparently I don't have any other mechanics. And we do not have an overabundance of stone either. So, what should I do with these other ones here? Maybe, not sure. How are we doing with booze? Oh, geez, we're almost out of booze. Do some brewing. We'll remove the craft dwarf shop and the mechanics shop. No, Sarvesh is taking down the mechanic shop. Alright, that'll do. Oh, let me get rid of this stockpile right here too. Now I've got a bunch of tombstones, slabs, engraved slabs, I guess I should say, up here. Oh, right, I was going to end the episode. See, that's what happens with me in this game all the time, is I get distracted and I keep playing. That's constructed. That looks constructed. Oh, nearly done. Okay. Okay, done. And then I'm going to have to do a bunch of digging in order to get stone. So, well, can't go outside, really. Not very far, anyway. The siege is still on, and all the critters are still here. Oh, we've got some Oh, a poet. Let's go see where they are, hiding from demons and things. What have they got? Anything? Nope, not a thing. Okay, so if they don't leave of their own accord, they will die. I don't know why these remains aren't being pulled into these vermin remains aren't being pulled into the refuse pile. Did I not say gather remains from outside? I thought I did. Refuse. Yeah, they do. Oh, they ignore vermin remains. That's why. I think we're gonna gather vermin remains, because the last thing I need is a necromancer coming and giving me a bunch of zombie hamsters and things. I once had a fortress overrun by zombie mussels, because there were a whole bunch of mussel shells by a stream or a river, and a necromancer came and animated them all, and they somehow overran the entire fortress. That was a weird one. Okay, so the vermin, at least it looks tidier. Oh, there's a lungfish there. Should have somebody hunt that, possibly. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.